Energy prices globally and across the UK have been going through the roof recently. It's now more important than ever to save energy wherever and whenever we can, and by far the easiest way of doing this is by making use of our smart home products. So come and join me and a whole host of other content creators and take up the energy challenge. Check it out. A massive thank you to Brian over at Automate Your Life for inviting me to take on this energy challenge. The energy challenge is all about challenging us as smart home users to take our smart home tech to help us actively reduce our energy consumption and save us both money and also to help save the environment. If you didn't know, today's Earth Day, so happy Earth Day to you. As part of Earth Day, myself and a bunch of other smart home content creators are sharing tips and tricks on how we make use of our smart home products and what we do to reduce and save energy. I recently moved house a few months ago and I'm still very much at the early stages of building up my new smart home, and as such I don't yet have a ton of different energy saving automations, but what I do have is a set of particular a set of particular products that I'm going to be making use of over the next year to help me reduce and save energy. So today I'm going to be committing to the energy challenge and I'm going to be trying to reduce and save energy wherever possible by making use of my smart tech. And hopefully by this time next year, I'll be able to look back and say that I've successfully completed this challenge. So we're not going to be having a look at any crazy maths or any statistics, but what we are going to do is have a look at 5 products that I'm going to be making use of over the next year to help me meet this energy challenge. And then maybe next year we can have a look at those crazy maths. And before we get onto those 5 products, let's just quickly have a look at a couple of things that they all have in common. So the first one, if you didn't already guess, is Home Assistant. So all of these 5 products are connected to my Home Assistant instance and they all offer energy monitoring. And what this allows me to do is to track all of that energy monitoring and put that all into my energy dashboard. And having all these products share their energy monitoring data with Home Assistant not only allows me to create these awesome looking dashboards, but it also allows me to use that information within my various automations. Another cool thing that I can do with Home Assistant is I can track which members of my household are currently home. That way, if anybody goes out or everyone's out and all the lights are left on, the lights can automatically be turned off. Onto the products then. My first energy saving device is my Growatt data logger, and what this little device does is it directly plugs into my solar inverter and it allows me to wirelessly get the information about my solar production. And with that information, I can pass that straight into Home Assistant. And what's cool about this is that information that's passed to Home Assistant, I can visualize that to see how much solar energy I've made on a set day, or even week, month, or year. And even cooler still is I can link this up with another integration called Forecast Solar, which allows me to predict what days are going to have high sunshine, so I know when's a good time to use a high energy electrical device like a washing machine or a tumble dryer. That way I'm using those devices on days when there's more sun and I'm going to be saving energy through that. Next up, we've got a range of different smart sockets and plugs. Some of my favourite ones are the Aqara One and the Atom Smart Plug. The Aqara One is a Zigbee based smart socket that features both energy monitoring and controllable LEDs. It works great in Zigbee to MQTT, and the cool thing about it is it allows you to independently track the consumption for both the left socket and the right socket. We've then got the Atom Smart Plug, which is an inexpensive Wi-Fi plug. The cool thing about these is you can pick them up pre-flash with either Tasmota or ESP Home. These plugs feature energy monitoring and they also have the ability to tweak the monitoring just in case the energy usage is slightly off. Moving on then, we've got one of my current favourite products, which is the Aqara wall switch. This is the neutral version of the Aqara wall switch, which features power monitoring. I've been making use of these switches all over the house, and not only does it allow me to track the energy usage for each of the switches, but I can also combine this with motion sensors and do things like turn off the lights upstairs when the kids leave all the lights on. The wall switch is Zigbee based and it works great in Zigbee to MQTT. In addition to those power monitoring features, you've also got some other nice features like multi-action click and the ability to turn on and off the LED. It's also worth noting here, if you are thinking of picking up any of these wall switches, only the neutral version allows you to do the power monitoring. The no neutral version doesn't have this feature. The final product that I'm using to help save energy in the house is Shelly's new Smart TRV. The Shelly TRVs are really nice, they're battery powered and they work really well with Home Assistant. You retrofit them onto any radiator and once you do that you have the ability to control the heating in a set room. What's great about these valves is I can use them to turn off the heating in rooms that nobody's in, and over the course of a year this one's definitely going to be a big saver. So those are some of the products that I'm going to be making use of over the course of the next year to help me save energy. If you're currently making use of products and automations to help you save energy, then why not enter the energy challenge? The challenge is open to anyone, and if you're interested in taking part, then head over to the link in the description below and just fill out the very short form that's been put together by the guys over at IFT. Filling in the form is quick and simple. It just requires a few details from you and then a bit of information on the products and automations you're using to help save energy. There is also a section that asks you to calculate how much energy you expect to save over the course of a year. IFT also provide a couple of tips on how you can actually go about doing those calculations, but don't stress too much if you're not able to figure this out, as some products and automations are quite hard to track. If you're not sure, just take a guess or your best estimation. It's better to get your submission in, as your submission goes towards a global page hosted by IFT, and this counts up all of the current users and also all of the total energy savings that have been made across the challenge. The other thing you'll need to do is enter the name of your favourite content creator that referred you to the energy challenge, and if you're watching this, it's potentially me, right? Entering the challenge also gives you the chance to win one of 10 IFT Pro annual subscriptions, and there's 10 available for each content creator, so choose wisely. A massive thank you to Brian for getting me in on this challenge, and you can go and check out his video just up there, and if you want to check out all the other amazing videos by all the other content creators, you'll find that playlist just here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. Have a great Earth Day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. You did pick me as your favourite, yeah?